Hello, my name is Joseph Glanville, and today I'm going to be discussing the top four race as well as the Champions League race with our panel of experts, JP and Alex. Introduce yourself, guys.
Hello, my name is JP.
Hello guys, I'm Alex.
So, starting off, we will start off with the race for top four. It's heating up very nicely indeed, entering its final stage of the season. We've got Liverpool sitting third, Manchester City sitting fourth, Man United fifth, and then Arsenal out in sixth. Starting off with Liverpool, Alex, what do we think about their chances? They got a good result against Watford on Monday.
I'm not going to lie to you, Joey. If you told me this about a month ago, I would have told you, forget about it. But I saw the performance with West Brom and Stoke City, and I was thinking to myself, am I actually watching Liverpool when the game's actually finished? Because when I look back around November, October time, we were like losing these type of games. But we are like pulling through. We're not playing our best football. We're playing rubbish football at the moment. But when we finish the games, we look confident. We go in the next game, and I think we're gonna get third place. We're gonna go straight through.
They haven't been at their free-flowing best, that's for sure. At the start of the season, they probably were the most attractive side to watch in the league.
But weren't getting the results.
From November to February. That has been the one thing labelled at Liverpool, that they can't win ugly. They can't see out those games. 1-0 wins against West Brom, Watford, and then a 2-1 win at Stoke. Changes perceptions. And maybe they can do it. Maybe they can see out the season winning ugly.
Those are the type of points, when you look back at the end of the season now, they're going to be saying, them 3 points were the 3 points that got us there.
Indeed. On to City, and they seem to be the exact polar opposite of Liverpool, JP. They aren't seeing out those wins that they need. Drew at home to Man United 0-0 when they were completely dominant. Drew 2-2 away from Middlesbrough, who are most likely going to get relegated. Do we think that they could miss out despite having quite a favourable fixture list?
Yes, I do. I mean, the talent that City have in their starting lineups with the likes of Aguero, Sterling and Sane, you'd expect them to at least beat Middlesbrough comfortably, but they didn't. So it will all go down to the final day for me with Manchester City. I just don't think I'd back them for top four, but with the way they're playing, I don't see them getting it this season.
Well, I don't think we should forget also that their home record isn't as imperious as it has been in the past. Although they've got to play West Brom at home, Leicester at home, and then they're away to Watford and at home to West Brom as well. They are games that they could potentially drop points in as they have this season.
Yeah, they could potentially drop points at these games because let's be honest, the Premier League is not the easiest league in the world. Like West Brom, they can go to the Etihad just like Middlesbrough did. Like a couple months ago, they got a draw there, and they could either win the game or just hold out their defence and try and draw, and that will dent City's top four hopes.
Yeah. Man United now, and do their chances hinge on winning the Europa League, Alex?
I actually feel quite sorry for United. They've been hit by quite a few injuries. Obviously, we saw Ibrahimovic go out for the rest of the season. Pogba, but I've heard he's coming back. Mata, who was one of their best players. But I think Mourinho will put all his eggs in the basket for the Europa League, as he would say they're not the best of teams, because at the moment I don't see Man United grabbing onto that Champions League spot in the Premier League. I just don't think they're ruthless like they used to be at home.
It's a tall order. They've been in a position to capitalise on Liverpool and City dropping points in recent weeks and have failed to do so, starting off with the draw at home to West Brom, then the draw at home to Everton, now Swansea. It's never ending. Do we think they'll win the Europa League though? They are hit with quite a bit of an injury scare, aren't they?
Europa League, I can see United winning it on paper, but Ajax, they beat Who did they beat? Lyon the other night, 4-1.
Yeah,
The talent they have can exploit Man United.
very young,
Yeah.
exciting side.
Yeah, they can exploit United's defence, but United, they've got that European pedigree. They've been there, they've done that. They've won Champions Leagues, and I can see them beating Celta Vigo and potentially Ajax in the final.
Yep. Arsenal now, and surely their hopes are dead and buried after that loss to Tottenham.
Yeah, most definitely. But I watched the whole game from start to finish, and that wasn't Arsenal. Like the lineup was just shocking from the start. I mean, the Giroud hasn't been firing for the last couple of games. When they brought Welbeck on, it adds a bit of pace. So why do they not start with Welbeck? And even on the left-hand side, they played two left-backs, Gibbs and Monreal, when in the semi-final they played Rob Holding in that back three, and he had a solid game, and he gets dropped and put onto the bench. I don't understand it with Arsenal, and yeah, I can't see them getting top four this season. This season may be the season that they finally will go out of the top four.
And also, I just watched that game as well. Arsenal, I think, had about one shot on target that game. I just didn't see nothing in that game. I think Arsene Wenger went there without no game plan. And that should be very worrying for the Arsenal fans.
It's always been questioned whether Wenger can adapt his tactics. He's attempted to with the back three, which has yielded a bit of success. But coming up against a Pochettino side or a Conte side when they meet in the final, and they've been playing this system for months, winning game after game, doesn't look like he can compete. And that was sort of proven against Tottenham, I think.
Too little, too late, man.
Too little, too late. Okay, on to the Champions League race. So, Cristiano Ronaldo does it again. His second hat-trick, hat-tricks in consecutive games. Do people write him off too much? He just proves his detractors wrong every time, it seems.
Obviously, he's 32 now. People are saying, oh, he's slowing down. He's getting worse by the game. But I think he just thrives on that. He gets better.
Yeah.
As we saw against Bayern Munich, hat-trick. Atletico, bang, hat-trick. He delivers on the big stage. And that's what makes a good player and a world-class player.
JP?
Yeah, I think Ronaldo's a world-class talent. I'm never going to doubt how good of a player he is and what he has given to that Madrid team over the past years, which is why I am backing Real Madrid to win the Champions League this year, back-to-back, despite the fact that Atletico, they can still, if they turn up at the Calderon, they could make that a close game, but Real Madrid should be going to the final for me, yeah.
Yeah, they're in a very good position. Same applies to Juventus as well. Really impressive, accomplished 2-0 win away to a really exciting young Monaco side, but perhaps a bit naive. Juve have been in these situations in recent years. They've got a squad littered full of winners. Juve are through surely as well.
That's very unexperienced side. Naive and very unexperienced. That game yesterday just showed how much experience and how many players have been in that position. I mean, just look at some of their players. Dani Alves won 3 Champions Leagues, played half a dozen games for them, and he was, for me, man of the match yesterday, and just run through
2 assists,
Monaco.
yeah, excellent performance. Yep, it's definitely looking like a Juventus versus Real Madrid final. How do we think that will pan out?
It'll be a goal fest for me. I think the amount of talent on both sides of the pit, both sides. Sorry for that repetition, guys. Yeah, the talent that both sides possess with the likes of Dybala, Marquisio, Higuain, and then on the other side, Ronaldo, Isco, Morata. Like, these are goal scorers. Not to forget that Morata used to play for Juventus. So he'd probably enjoy...
Might be an extra incentive for Morata to start there, for Zidane to opt for Morata over Benzema, who hasn't been cutting it in recent weeks either.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely helps Ronaldo's game.
Not to forget last season that Morata actually knocks out Real Madrid with Juventus with 2 goals in both legs, or 1 goal in each leg. But he, it will be an interesting final if it does happen.
It definitely will. How do you think it will pan out, Alex?
Actually, I disagree to JP on this one. I don't think it'll be a goal fest. My heart is telling me Real Madrid, but my head is telling me Juventus. I don't know, for Buffon's sake this time, I think Juventus are going to win, I think.
Yeah.
I think it'll be an edgy 1-0 or a 2-1 win.
They've got an excellent defence, an imperious defence. It will be a defence against attack, so we will see who comes out on top in that. And that's it for today's show. I've been your host, Joseph Glanville. Thank you for joining me, Alex and JP.
Thank you.
Thank you.
UCA News, thank you very much.